Hello everybody, this is Berni.
And Alex.
And we welcome you to our Hitchhiking Diary around the world.
Where we will meet great people, see amazing places, and show you how to travel cheap. Like really cheap.
Okay, a little update, long story short. We were dropped at the hotel and had some nice chats with the family that owned the hotel, and they offered us a room for free. So we're now at this very room and leave early in the morning and hope to make it to Bayram Tsuri, which is another 40-50 kilometers from here. Hope that there's some people going there and to finally start hiking tomorrow. Good night.
Okay, guys, we just wanted to get back to you regarding yesterday.
Yeah, make a quick statement about what happened.
Yeah. We were...
Oh, ja, alles nur.
Nein, das können wir cutten. It was quite a bad situation yesterday because we chose a road where no cars were driving and we were really dependent on the help of others. That's why we That's why we said yes to a ride. It was a family that were relatively poor and they offered to take us 20 kilometers further than where they were actually going, and we said yes, which
that's something that we normally would never accept because it was clear to see that they had no money. Their car was complete trash, and still we accepted because we were kind of desperate to get somewhere to sleep which is not in the rain. So
we said yes
and it felt really bad to say yes because like we actually have the money and they did not, but still they offered us to help.
Yeah, and with the gas prices right now it really felt very
it felt really bad. And then we arrived at this hotel where they dropped us, and that's where the next stupid situation occurred. We arrived there and asked if we could pitch our tent, but because of the language barrier they didn't really get what we wanted, and they said yeah, of course we can sleep outside, but that's like we wanted to have some shelter, maybe under a roof or something, but they didn't understand. So
they offered us to stay at like a hotel room of theirs for free, and then it was like we said no at the beginning, but they didn't accept it. Like it was, they offered it, so we had to like really say yes to the offer.
I mean, it doesn't cost them anything, but still they have the work to clean the linens and everything. So yeah, that felt really bad. So conclusion, like of course we try to avoid these situations in the future. It was a desperate situation. I think. Yeah, you can make the conclusion.
I think it was quite a rough start in Albania, but we learned out of this situation because we felt very bad and it was like a very bad evening we had then. And yeah, I think it's if you are low budget traveling, it's important that you don't live on the expense of other people. You have to be independent, you have to travel on your money and not take money from others, like if they are in a worse situation than you are, especially. Yeah.
And the two dogs from the hotel are accompanying us for the next kilometer, and the weather is gorgeous today, but it's the last day, so wow, look at that. Let's hope that we make it to the start of the hike today.
Good morning.
Hello.
Day 20.
Day 20, it's almost 3 weeks in and we've gotten lucky. We caught a ride out of this valley. That's it?
Yeah.
She always complains because we will look fat if we do it from down it.
He always films from like under your face and it's so ugly.
Okay.
You always see into our noses if you haven't noticed yet.
And yeah, we'll probably get to Valbona around noontime and we will be able to do the hike if everything goes according to plan. Super. Okay, so if you follow this way, you will end up at Komani Lake, and now we're at the other end at the Fierce power plant, and it's massive. Stimmt.
Massive.
We were now dropped by a ride in Bayramsuri, which is the last bigger town before the Valbona Valley, and we hope to get there in the next 1 or 2 hours, and then the hike will be a smooth one.
And we got a ride finally out of Bayramsuri. And look at this beautiful river. Wow. And yeah, he lives in Albania. Like, he's from Albania but lives in Germany now, and he's also on like vacation too. And that's why we stop everywhere, which is good for us, right?
Right.
Hello.
Hello. We are now at the end of the Valbona Valley. If you want to have a look, we are surrounded by quite high mountains with a lot of snow, and that's where our problem of today arises. We don't know if there's going to be too much snow or not on our trail from Valbona Valley to Theth Valley, but we'll find out soon enough, right?
Yeah.
So it is a 14-kilometer hike. I think it's going to be around here that we go to the other valley, and it is stunning here. It is truly stunning, and not many people that leave the parking lot. Sorry, can we come with you? Sorry, can we come with you? Steep curves up the hill. The view is amazing. So we are currently around 300 vertical meters below the top of this hike. Before last week, the actual hike was around here, but there was a big avalanche around this area, and a German hiker was killed there, and the guides there, they showed me some pictures, and it really, his corpse was like completely smashed. So yeah, there's some extreme force that an avalanche has, so gotta have respect of that and keep that in mind. And yeah, now there's this new path. It's not many people that took it so far. The guides told us that we need a guide, because else it's impossible to find the way. But yeah, you hear that everywhere. On every mountain they tell you that it's only possible with a guide. I don't know, we'll see on this one. Quite beautiful. You have the whole valley here. Now the only hope that we have is that A, nothing like this comes down towards us, and B,
And on the other side you're gonna slide down.
that on the other side you have some snowfields like this where we're gonna go skiing.
Here, right next to us.
Yeah, the guys that came down here, they did that. The steep part starts now, and we are hyped to gain some elevation. Look how beautiful Valbona National Park is. You get some of the highest peak in Albania around here. Oh, Valbona is the Sarmatov of Albania. Gorgeous. It got quite steep eventually, and with the backpacks the problem is that you sink in so much more than normally, and yeah, but still, look at that. Step by step, she fights her way up. We're almost on the top. And we finally made it to the top. Quite a... No. Quite a stunning view. Here you got... Oops, sorry. Here you got Valbona National Park. Valbona Valley. That's where we started, around here. And here, the sunny side without any snow, that's Theth National Park. And we'll go up this mountain and then down, and that's where the main road starts again. Kid!
And now what
Scenery is changing. We are now coming from conifers to a beach forest. And the sky's getting a bit darker.
As promised.
Hello, we are now under a beech tree. We like them a lot. And they
Give us shelter.
protect us from the rain.
Thank you, tree.
Thank you. Okay, it stopped raining for a few minutes and look at this beautiful sun rays going through the clouds. Quite awesome. Let's go down. A cool thing that I forgot to say, I was back in Kosovo, but it also counts for Albania here, is they do love tourists and they always tell you when you're in their car, oh, thank you for visiting. And then I came into conversation with one guy yesterday who said, where I asked if like that we're sorry that we don't spend much money here, and he answered, and I was quite surprised. He said that he doesn't care how much we spend as long as we, you know, receive all the hospitality and tell our friends and family back in our country how nice people here are and that it's not as dangerous as everyone says. And like this, their economy goes up as well. So that was a new standpoint that I didn't realize before. So now I don't feel bad anymore as a low-budget tourist here. Well, yeah. And now we're trying to use the last sun rays to go for a swim. Woo!
We have a place to sleep. We have a place to sleep.
Okay. So we've been for the past few hours in a restaurant where we got some Wi-Fi to message family and friends that we are still alive. Yeah, now everything is charged. We've been in the river and so we are showered, all clean, and
Feeling good.
we're now in an abandoned building. You cannot see it, wait. This is the building. We asked the guy who owns the other house nearby if we can crash here, and he said it's no problem. So that's where we're sleeping.
Thank you guys for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like.
And if you want to see more of these videos in the future, consider subscribing to our channel and click on one of these videos. Until then,
Safe travels.